I think I will knock Tank out. He's too small, and I can really punch, and I'm smart, bro. I'm super smart, bro. And I just feel like I'm Tank Kryptonite. I really do feel that way. I'm the last person on Tank list. Like I just got that man. I got a worse mentality than him, and he knows this. Like what people don't realize is I sparred Tank when I was like 16 years old, and we was about to fight outside of the ring. Like Tank already know what kind of mentality I'm coming with. Like I got that shit that he got, but my shit is a little bit worse. Honestly, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So like I really honestly think like I'm the last person on Tank list. You know what I'm saying? And if he send me a contract, honestly, bro, for my honest opinion, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I think I will knock Tank out. He's too small, and I can really punch, and I'm smart, bro. I'm super smart, bro. And I just feel like I'm Tank Kryptonite. I really do feel that way.
so, so this man, Keyshawn Davis says that he believes that he is Tank Kryptonite and believe that Tank is too small for him and believe that he would knock Tank Davis out, man. Like I find it real funny that he talked about the sparring session too as well within that clip right there where he mentioned talk about that he said the same shit that Frank Morton said. Talk about Tank wanted to fight the motherfucker outside the ring within the sparring session, which I find a little bit ironic that he said that because it's a lot of cap in this game with that for sure. And you already know, man, Mr. Receipts, man. You know, we had to go in the archives, man. You know, I remember a lot of things these fighters say when it comes up to shit like this, man. And I like to have these moments to just, expose the lies that some of these guys be saying, man, and just show the hypocrisy in this shit within these guys' lives, man. And I remember a clip like this. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Keyshawn, I just remembered you sparred Tank as well, right?
Yeah.
When you sparred Tank, what did you learn about yourself when that happened?
I learned that I can hang in there with the elite level. I feel like I can take a punch because he caught me with, well, I remember caught me with two good shots. He caught me with one good hook, and he caught me with one good straight. And knowing Tank, like, you don't know really to expect when you get caught with a good shot. So he told me I could really take a punch. He told me I could box with the best and shit. I feel like Tank, he tested me. He tested my skill in a way where I always had to like stay sharp, watch out for his power, and just be real defensive. Because I'm not really a defensive fighter. Even though I got great defense, I love fighting like Tank does. So he had me fighting a style that I don't usually fight, and I feel like I got better at it. I capitalized it. And I learned a lot from sparring Tank, man. Shouts out to Tank.
What
So this is my thing right there. What he said in the clip before on the Last Stand podcast didn't match up what was said in that clip right there. He said the man Tank made him fight differently, had to fight more defensive in a style that he wasn't comfortable in fighting in. And said that he learned a lot from taking the ring and said he hit him with some good shots. That don't sound like a situation where the sparring session got heated to where the the fight went outside the ring in the sparring session to me. Sounded like a lot of bullshit and cat to me in general right there. That's why I say these guys in these interviews, man, they gotta be thinking about what they say before they say it, man. Because you got a guy like myself, I got a great memory where I literally remember a lot of these interviews. I watch a lot of interviews all the time with fighters all the time, every day. And I remember a lot of shit that be said from these fighters. I'm on Twitter, I'm on everything, on social media. I see everything these fighters be saying. And for this man Keyshawn to sit up here and lie in 4K, talking about the sparring session, talking about it got so heated to where Tank wanted to fight outside the ring like Frank Martin did. And we seen what happened to him. And then even in particular though, This is what even more pissed me off. What pissed me off even more about this was the fact that this man mentions Tank probably got him last on his list. Last on this list. Like, Tank ain't never reached out to this man to fight in recent time. But, I mean, if you want to look at the whole situation, we know Keyshawn fucked up a lot of shit in 2025. You know what I mean? But just to go down memory lane of that as well, as far as him talking about Tank got Keyshawn last on his list, let's remember what he said last year.
I know that your representative, Ishmael Hinson, has had talks with Al Heyman about this very idea, you and Tank. What can you tell me? What can you update me about that?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I feel like this guy actually does want to fight me. I feel like 2025 will be the year that you will see Davis versus Davis. And like I said, just keep following us, man. Just keep following our careers. You know, my next fight is a big fight coming up for my first world title. So me personally, I still have a lot to prove. But 2025, it should be big for, you know, the businessman.
We've got a couple things on deck for 20.
Sure, I feel like, of course, what he impresses the most with his knockouts. You know, he have unbelievable, undeniable power, I could say. You know what I'm saying? And outside of that, you know, he just, I feel like another great, good fighter from my perspective. You know, his power shows that, you know, he has that one punch to get you up out of there. But everything else, you know, is something that, you know, I've seen before, I would say. You know, and in terms of me just knowing me who I am, I feel like that, you know, I will give him his best fight yet.
Everybody got a weakness. What do you think is his?
Me. I feel like I'm his weakness. Everything that I do, when I'm coming with, for my press conference, for my weigh-ins, my energy, I'm a younger fighter.
Your size?
My size. I just feel like just me in general, my style, how I fight, I'm his weakness. Sure, I feel like.
Now, right there, that was the clip, obviously, right there saying that Keyshawn, he said that Tank team reached out to him. Tank and PBC reached out to him about fighting. And that clip right there in particular was right before he was about to go and fight Edwin De Los Santos. He had that fight locked in. He was gearing up, getting ready for that fight and everything. Now, we go back in 4K, just thinking about all of that shit that happened with the man Keyshawn Davis, from him missing weight with Edwin De Los Santos, fight canceled, getting his title stripped, and then the whole melee he had in the arena. The boy was trying to play Abdullah Mason cock in the process of that. Like, there during that fight week, when I'm gonna do content on this tomorrow, because Keyshawn got an interview with Hall of Game with Andre Ward and Roy Jones Jr., where he speaks about everything that went on. And I'm gonna do content on that for us the show for tomorrow night. But the man Keyshawn Davis said he had a lot going on, in particular, you know what I'm saying, to where he wasn't going to be able to make weight. The man Keyshawn said he was drinking liquor like Ryan Garcia during fight preparation for Edwin De Los Santos, like Ryan did with Devin Haney. So he knew he wasn't going to make weight from the jump and going into the fight. And he said he wasn't going to push himself to make the weight because he knew he won't make the weight. He knew he was too big for 135. So he didn't even try to make the weight. Didn't even attempt to make the fucking 3-4 pounds. I knew about him missing weight early that morning because I got a call from one of my guys. So in general with Keyshawn, with all of this shit that happened with you, you were probably in line to get a Tank fight if you would have went through that Edwin De Los Santos fight, handled business with him. You were putting yourself in position. But at the same time, with everything how Keyshawn moved with that situation and fucked all of that shit up, in recent time, and you done push yourself back under Shakur Stevenson's armpit to where you allow Shakur to take fights that you should be having before you. You was number one contender for the WBO even after they stripped you from the title at 135. Number one contender at 140. Top ranked and got you the number one contender spot, and you ain't pushed for the fight for T.O. You let Shakur take the fight from you, and that's nasty fucking work. And look at you. You the co-main to Shakur and T.O. now, fighting Jermaine Ortiz. Nasty work. Nasty work in general. And you talk about you last on the list. You if you would have handled business and moved on your own behalf, you could have made yourself your own star instead of trying to be under Shakur's wing. And we got a lot more to talk about that shit. I ain't gonna get more in depth in that shit, but it is nasty work to see that shit in 4K like that for real. Because this man Keyshawn, he up here starting back his cloud chasing. Now he trying to sell his fight with using Tate's name during the month of January going into this fight with Jermaine Ortiz. Like we ain't seen Keyshawn Davis play himself this past year. Like, come on, like let's make this make sense. Like, are you shitting me? Like, this is nasty work to see how a lot of these motherfucking people be moving and playing in 4K. Real shit. That is real live shit, bro. Like, so other than that, let's get into